So that UH offer, obviously you took it, but what was that like for you? Because I mean, UH right down the street from Punahou, so obviously they can see you play live games, they can see footage of you and on the news or whatever it is, right? So what was that like for you? How did that present itself, and was it something that I guess they were giving you what do you call a good opportunity that you couldn't pass up?
Yeah, definitely. That was the best offer I could imagine, Coach Jones, he offered me football scholarship, and he wanted me to play basketball. He wanted me to play. So it was like awesome, right? You don't really find your coach who's investing in you wants you to go play another sport where you could potentially get hurt, right? Yeah. So I was very fortunate, and that's part of him being part of the local community for a while and seeing or hearing what's going on maybe in the sports world in high schools. And so for him, it wasn't like I had to ask, like, hey, can I maybe play basketball? It was like he told me, which was nice, and made me feel in the right position.
Definitely. So you got the offer for football first, and then I guess they just made it where you'll play both sports, right?
Yeah, but that was the plan. But then he ended up leaving in my incoming season, so we got a new football coach who had no clue on what was going on in the high school, especially for another sport, right? So I'm sure in his perspective, it was more, he wants to come in, he's got to do a job, and his pieces are probably going to be his pieces. So I didn't even ask, no one told him, and I just focused on football and trying to prove myself to our new coaches, right?
Got it. The time that you arrived at UH was Coach Mac's first year?
Yeah, it was his first season.
Got it. So that's why you didn't play basketball for the first 2 years, yeah?
First
3 years?
3 years, yeah.
3 years, okay.
Yeah.
Got it. So let's talk about this. Transitioning out of, Punahou, high school football, high school basketball. Now you're Division I college football, right? What was that transition like for you?
Oh, it was a tough one, because football wasn't my natural, sport, and it was something that I really had to work on, right? Because I started it late. So it took me, I was still learning by the time I got out of Punahou, even just coverage reads and all the basic fundamentals that, you maybe can pick up along the way when you're younger, right? So it was tough, it was tough. We had a lot of great players, they were coming off the Sugar Bowl years and stuff. So it was, you really had to compete and, prove yourself and earn your spots, right? Yeah. So it was a tough 3 years. And then, while you're sitting and, you're playing behind great players, you're thinking about, hey, what if I was playing basketball? Or, you know what I mean? Yeah. If I would have just stuck with basketball, did I make the wrong decision? Am I going to ever play here at football? So you fight those battles too, but it's a great learning experience, and it makes you mentally tougher, I guess, in some senses. Definitely. Right? And it helps translate into the real world and things you may do later in life. And I'm realizing that now, right? I'm using the traits in what I do now from what I learned in sports. So it's like, I wouldn't go back and change it, but it was definitely tough those 3 years,
Yeah. I mean, I can
really
imagine.
Gotta stay focused and lock in, and keep the course.
Yeah, and almost just trust the process because you learned a lot of the lessons.